You're the more woodsy of us, or I feel like, you've spoken tale of your many outdoor adventures. Is this a common occurrence besides bears and rabid raccoons? Is giant hulked up men in t-shirts a new danger we should be looking out for?
Yes, absolutely. Be afraid of big, bulky people in the woods. That has always been a thing. Since Deliverance, since Friday the 13th, since Hatchet, etc., etc., etc. Every single time you're in the woods and some random bulking person comes to you, run for your life.
When you think horror and woods, you're thinking axes, blood, shadows. And one of the first compliments I will give to this film, this is already subverting that idea by starting off with bright. We're having this interaction with the girl. We have this couple who is out on just a vacation. I don't think it's not like they're home. They're renting it out. He comes over to this little girl collecting grasshoppers and is weirdly nice.
Hi there. I'm not from around here, but I was hoping to make some new friends. Can I talk to you for a little bit?
I don't talk to strangers.
Of course you don't. You shouldn't. You're smart.
Like the set, the scene, and the actual area is very woodsy, but it's not very scary. It's very relaxed and chill. It almost looks like they went to some place off of Highway 1 and found like this cool little woodsy spot. Like it doesn't really feel like they're lost in the woods. Like I never get that feeling. Maybe it's because I grew up in the Bay and it's like the woods is not the woods. Like you throw a rock and then you're gonna hit somebody, you know? It doesn't really give me that feeling of being lost. Like you watch things like Evil Dead where it's like they're driving over a rickety bridge and there's like this fallen apart, dilapidated cabin, and you don't get that feeling with this film. It's very like nonchalant, very modern, very relaxed.
So again, you're thinking, oh, okay, well, we're starting off nice, but we'll eventually escalate to shouts, yelling, terror, fear, but not really, at least not from, again, our antagonist. And with the couple, they eventually make contact with this other group. We have 4 other individuals in the group, and they all kind of seem to be, it's a very strange group of fellows, you know. They don't exactly look like Kiss, they're not exactly matching outfits, and they all kind of begrudgingly capture our couple, the 2 dads, and it begins this whole interrogation of like, hey, you know, very awkward, you know, kindergarten day 1. Hello, my name is Timmy. I love going on the swing set. They do this whole thing of having to explain who they are and what it is they're doing.
The 4 of us are here to prevent the apocalypse. We, and when I say we, I mean everyone in this cabin, can stop it from happening.
You are having a psychological break of some kind.
Your family must choose to willingly sacrifice one of the 3 of you in order to prevent the apocalypse. After you make what I know is an impossible decision, you must then kill the one you choose.
I think that M. Night Shyamalan does a really good job at building up characters, and it's really important to have that character development. The development of his dialogue through the film and the dialogue of the other characters is so unique. It's very exciting to see this kind of dialogue come out of like very uncanny actors in these roles. I mean, we got Ron Weasley as an alcoholic, crazy dude, having this backstory and having his dialogue, and the buildup of the characters I thought was very good. I think all that was very important, and it's all designed to like cast doubt and create this unsettling mood of like, am I supposed to not like this person? Am I supposed to like him? Why am I having to go through these exposition conversations, which they're really well done.
The first fear for me that works is the fact that it's your classic, I saw a UFO, I gotta tell the town, how do I not sound like a maniac? And they do such a great job of having our 4 people, it's like, hey, listen, this is crazy. I'm not a crazy person. You're not a crazy person. This situation is crazy, but like, if you give me like 5 minutes to explain why you should kill your husband or your daughter, or just kill somebody, please, maybe you'll go through with it.
I thought the scenes where like planes are falling out of the sky, massive fires, it's like so much play on already fears that we're facing, and it's easy to let your mind drift into this is like already happening. We've seen this happen. I think that's the aspect where you're forced to think a little bit and just really like, if somebody showed me this, would I believe it? Would I not believe it? I see sickness happening on the news all the time. I see major fires happening all the time. And I think, again, it kind of goes back to why I didn't care for the film, is there's really not a lot of swaying from the path. Like, there's so much going on, but there's never a moment where you feel like there's a hard decision. It feels like either you believe this or you don't believe this.
They do a lot of telling me, and it's a bit of a backhand compliment for me telling you, oh, I enjoyed them telling me about it, but also I hate the fact that they only told me about it. They do have these TV broadcasts because I think the reason why M. Night can do these films, Old came out, I think 2019, like he's banging these out pretty quickly. And this film, for being as high stakes as it is, I imagine this didn't cost a lot of money, because they're essentially in that cabin 90% of the time, and we don't really leave that. So it's pretty much a bottle film, like your Reservoir Dogs. It's like we have our one setting and we kind of get the portal into like the horrific shit that's happening outside, but we're not there. I don't really feel the weight of it, which always had me back on the side of like, well, is that a pre-recorded thing? Is this another one of their tricks? Like there's this weird cult thing. So I was giving it the benefit of the doubt until the film ended, and I'm like, I never really got that satisfaction.
There was no scene or there was no scenario where I felt we got what I would expect out of a M. Night Shyamalan movie. Like, and again, his other films, Split, like, so good. Absolutely just such a good movie. Like, it's scary, it's unpredictable, it's like great acting, similar with some of the aspects of this, but it's like it has this like carry through and this crazy twist on the ending where it's just like, wow, holy shit, it's this, you know. And it's like, I don't ever feel like I hit that moment with this film. Granted, I hated Glass. Let's get that out of the way. Hated Glass. Old was okay. But it's like, that's the thing. Like, it's so hot and cold. It's like, God damn.
I think if I were to see this on TV without the M. Night tag or knowing anything about him being attached, I'd be like, I saw this, and then move on with my day. I think that I'm glad I saw it for Batista and for some of these other character moments that we got, but it wasn't bad, like I was saying. It wasn't great. It falls straight on a 3-star. But even for some reason, me saying like I feel like if I sold, oh yeah, it's 3-star, I feel like even that's kind of misleading somebody. But there's nothing technically bad that I'm like, oh, it's a 2. Fucking, they messed up the performance here. So it's a 3-star, but with the caveat of like, you're not gonna be blown away. It's vanilla.
So when I watch movies like this, or Old, or The Village, or The Visit, or Lady in the Water, it's essentially, it's a Twilight Zone, Tales from the Crypt, Masters of Horror. This film was one of those. It was like an episode of Tales from the Crypt that was way too goddamn long. I love Tales from the Crypt, by the way, but it's like a creep show anthology episode where it should have been 45 minutes and it would have probably just as good. Obviously, we would have lost all the Batista dialogue. But I mean, really, as a horror movie or as a thriller or as an M. Night Shyamalan movie, it just wasn't enjoyable. And I walked away feeling like it wasn't good. So I'm going to say 1 star.
You know, let's all go to the woods and we'll meet a friendly, buffed up guy that'll, you know, help us catch grasshoppers. And if not, maybe if it is murderers, it'll make for a better experience. But Mr. Nick, thank you. Gerardo, like, subscribe, all the things. Mr. Nick,
Blood,
Counselor
guts,
Otto.
spit and ass, that's how we roll.